Hello, my name is Jupiter. I am your Student Success Specialist for BIO202 for this semester, and I just wanted to give a quick little introduction about myself while also explaining what exactly my role as an SSS is, and also to show you where in the modules you can find any study resources that I will have linked for you guys to use and to prepare for exams and quizzes and stuff like that. So yeah. Okay, so let's just start off with some basic information such as how to contact me and my hours of availability. So the easiest way to contact me is through Canvas messages. I am more likely to see a Canvas message on my phone than I am to see an email. But just in case, I have provided my employee email right there for you guys, and you can also find my employee email within the modules in the section of Meet Your SSS. I have it linked right there, easy to find. My hours of availability are from Monday to Friday, from 3:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Uh, because I am currently also a student, I have classes from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. and thus will not be able to respond as quickly to any like messages that you guys send to me because I will either be in class or I will be completing my clinical rotations as I am currently doing that as well. Okay, now some of you may be asking yourself what exactly is a SSS or Student Success Specialist. So let's just start off by explaining what my role is not. I am not a TA. My role is not to teach this course or to act as an assistant to the teacher. My role specifically is to be an aid to you, the student, while either in class or online. This type of support that I will offer to you, the student, is either answering questions because some might find it easier to ask me over the teacher, or sometimes I can act as an intermediate between you and the teacher. If you're a little too shy to ask a question or would find it easier if I would approach the teacher, sometimes it's a little easier to approach someone who's also a student alongside you than it is to approach the professor. Then I also will be also hold review sessions either virtually or through pre-recorded videos. This semester it will be primarily through pre-recorded videos just because as I had mentioned I am also in school, so this is just easier for my time and your time as well, since I know some of you like me are working and also students. um, then I will also share learning resources that I have created, such as diagrams or study videos that I have found that are useful and explain the topic in a more easier to digest way, or diagrams that I have found useful that explain something textually more visually that my brain can grasp, and usually I can like mentally pull up in my head when taking exams or quizzes. Sometimes some of us learn a little better through images while some of us learn a little better through text, so it's a mix of both just to see which one's mixed to the other. And then also sharing campus resources and aid. You may see some announcements from me that will either be SSS tips of the week or student life or little review or focus sessions. You'll know they're from me compared from Dr. K because I put emojis in them. So that's just a way to make it easier to identify. It's like, okay, this is actually from the professor, while this is from the student success specialist within the course. Okay, so just now to give a little bit of information about myself, I have worked with Dr. Curley for 3 semesters now, and I was originally one of her students back in fall of 2024. I studied psychology at Glendale Community College and actually got my AA in psychology during the pandemic. I was enrolled in ASU, but due to having difficulty taking online courses, I'm much of a better learner when it comes to in-person classes than it came to online, especially during that time when it was a very rough sketch of how online classes were being set up. Um, so at that time, I decided to just get my AA as a temporary placeholder when I was finally ready to go back to school once everything opened up. While I was working at the time, I decided to change my degree path and actually applied to the radiologic technology program over at Gateway Community College, which I am currently on the wait list for. So while I am on the wait list for that one, I decided to enroll in Hospital Central Services, also at Gateway Community College, just as a way to get my foot in the door at a hospital and hopefully skip that waitlist process through that. So I'm currently enrolled in that, and I am actually, that is what I'm completing my clinicals for this semester with, and I will be training at Phoenix Children's Hospital, just right there down the campus, but obviously it's the children's hospital, it's a hospital, so I will be busy during that time. That is why I cannot respond to any messages from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. So just keep that in mind when you send me something. If it's urgent, please send it to Dr. K. She'll try to get to it as fast as possible as well, but she's more likely to see it in the morning, while I'm more likely to see it in the evenings. I will try to give a fast response if I can, but my phone will not be on me because of this. And then during my free time, if I'm not studying or working to create any resources for you guys, I will be drawing or playing video games. Currently, the two video games that I'm like rotating between are Stardew Valley and Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I am a huge sucker for anything that has to do with Legend of Zelda. I have been playing it since I was in middle school, my first one being Ocarina of Time on my DS, and ever since that, I absolutely fell in love with the franchise. Stardew is a new one I started just because I like little cozy farmer games. And then drawing, a lot of the times you'll see some drawings within the review slides that were drawn by me. So drawing a lot of times helps me visualize some of the information that we are receiving, and that's just the way that I study. I share it with you guys just because I know some students are also visual learners or just need a little bit of a visual aid to see it. So it's just to show you, it's like you can take any text format and apply it to like an image format that might be better as a way to explain something in your brain that can help you study and prepare for tests and exams. Okay, so here we have the home section of our modules. Here you see that you can either find your modules within clicking on this image right here that has the three stacking blocks in the back and one in the front, or you can also just find it here on the side where it says modules on this left column tab right here. And so just for this, I'm going to click right here on the three blocks in the back with the one in the front. And then you see here instantly this one module tab, which is closed for me, the getting started modules. So I just close it to make it easier to see for stuff for me once I've already passed stuff. And then here we have the SSS corner, my SSS corner, where you will find any information that I have linked for you guys. Here we see the Meet Your SSS. And this is just so you can find my email a little faster in case you want to message me. But again, Canvas is the preferred method. This is how I am more likely to see any messages from you guys. So please just use Canvas if available, and then go back. Down here, lab flashcards for Quizlets that I made when I was a student. I do want to state, though, that these were made when I was a student and I took the course in person. So what I saw is going to be different than what you see or how your tests were set up. The main thing I want you guys to use these for online students is to test yourself on the spelling because spelling does count. And also your orientation. Like, orientation is very important. If you do not correctly identify the left kidney from the right kidney, you will lose easy points, and it is horrible to see those easy little points be lost because they do stack up and it can taint your grade. Another thing is make sure to please always look at the histology slides, the CT slides, the anatomy notes before you even attempt the Quizlets. Like, try to look at the stuff and see what exactly you need to know, because again, this stuff was made when I was a student, so sometimes new stuff gets added or stuff changes, or she might have shared a new video or a new picture that is easier to like understand compared to what I have within the Quizlets. So just important to always look at the resources that Dr. K gives you first before you look at my stuff. Then if within announcements, actually, let's go over here to announcements. Here is where I will be sharing the focus sessions or the review sessions, stuff like that. You will see something like this with a little emoji. As I had mentioned, this is how you can tell it is going to be a message from me compared to the professor, Dr. K. Dr. K will not add these emojis. I will, just as a differentiation between her, the professor of this course, and me, the student success specialist. If you see the little sparkles, that's the SSS tip of the week. If you see a little bear emoji, that is student life related activities or other resources that the campus has to offer for you. And if you see a message with the little light bulb, that means that it is going to be a focus session or a review session where I will share review slides, the review video, any other Quizlets that I have made that pertain specifically to lectures, stuff like that. So you can find them here in the announcements. They will be scheduled for you guys. I have just not added them yet, but this is just a way to show you where exactly you can find them. Always check your announcements for any information. But yeah, that wraps up what I wanted to share with you guys. I can't wait to hear from you guys for the rest of the semester. I will primarily be responding to all of you guys through discussions posts alongside Dr. K, so you can either get a response from her or you can either get a response from me. If we tell you something in there, please take note of it, because it is useful information that can help you within the quizzes and the exams.